What's going on, Cancer? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of January 11th through the 17th of 2021. It's a pretty crazy week in the astrology, so let's see what's up with how that might be affecting your chart, your life. Let's see if we can make some sense of it, Cancers. Well, we are going to have a new moon with Pluto at 23 degrees of Capricorn in your 7th house. I think that's a big deal on Tuesday. I think it's definitely time I think this is transforming the relationships. You've gone through so much. I say it every time, but this is it's wild how much relationship stuff Cancers have had to go through and dealing with other people. Well, this is like putting the final chapter on that and transforming the relationships in a big way. If the relationships have not been working out and they've been a struggle, this is a time to disconnect in a big way, to detach, especially with so much in your 8th house. If the energy with people in your life are not showing you the great payout that you want or the energy that you want to merge with, this is a transformative time to really come back to your truth, really come back to what excites you and go in the direction that does. And I think that there can be beautiful new relationships that come from this that are like, oh my God, I really want to merge with that. And, at the same time, for some people, it could be, wow, I really need to detach and move on to something better, something that is going to show me the investment, the return of energy that I'm looking for, that's valuable. You do have Venus in your 7th house. I think relationships can be a beautiful time right now if there's balance, if there's harmony, and if there's an equal, give take. And Venus is gonna been trining Mars all weekend, and then on Monday it will a little bit, and then it's gonna break off later in the week and trine that Uranus in your 11th house. If the person that you're with or the people around you are not exciting and they're not innovating and taking you to a beautiful new place or showing you something new in life, if it's just stagnant and old, it's not gonna feel good. So you have to use that energy, break out. And I think that there's breakaway energy from, connecting with people that don't see that don't see the empowerment within you. And this is a great week to do it. Just what is going to take me into the future I want to go into. That's the way it's going to do it. And Uranus could just shock you into that space, especially with all the Uranian squares. I mean, look at these squares. It's crazy. Over to the Aquarius energy. So there's a lot in your succedent houses, in your fixed houses. You could want to hold on to things too much. You could want to fixate and obsess too much. But, these are houses that have to learn to disconnect, to let go. And with Jupiter, Saturn in your 8th house with Mercury, all square Uranus in your 11th, if it's not taking you to the ultimate connection, to the electricity of the life that you want to be in with the people in your life and, connecting ideals, it's not gonna play out well. It can feel very stuck. It can be very intense, or just overly obsessive and just too much of a power control, especially with Mars square Saturn. So there could be blocks that come up. There could be big talks, especially with Mercury square Uranus. I mean, you might have to have a big talk with someone that's not giving you what you deserve in return. You can't just give it all. That's definitely something the 7th and 8th house teach us, is there's got to be equal power. There's got to be balance and harmony, and it just can't be all one side, because that's not going to give you, that's not a good merge, if you will. So there could be a lot of that, and the moon's going to be there squaring Uranus. This is a shaken up week, but it's showing you the transformation that you can have with people that are going to show you something amazing, that are going to take you into a wild new adventure. And I think it is that wild new adventure that we're all really being driven towards, especially you. We do have Chiron at 5 degrees. It's going to be sextile Jupiter, and it's also going to be square Venus. If people are not fitting into the long-term plan, this is where big wounds can come up. You're going to know it. If the people in your life that you're in a relationship with or just surrounding yourself, if they're not on the team for the future that you want to go after as an individual, that's on some exciting path, that's, this is when it can be difficult. And, I would say that Jupiter is trying to show you the gifts of if you let go of these things, Like, you can accomplish anything you want in this world, and you could really like shine and make the career or the goals or the ambitions just pop and grow in a huge way. So Mercury's going to make that sextile too. I think that, when it comes to wounds, if it might be directly connected to relationships. And this is a transformative week to make sure that, this is the last big relationship week that you're going to have. And then pretty much everything except Pluto's out of, your 7th house. And yeah, Venus will be there for the rest of the month, but just about done. So I think this is the last hoorah when it comes to like making a big decision for transforming and merging with the right people and not holding on to a relationship that is just taking you into a weird place and not letting you go after, your own dreams, your own goals, your own ideals. And I think that it's time to do something different and shake it up. Can't just fix everything. I think sometimes things are too, far gone, and this isn't a good week to try and just fix something that's completely broken. This is a time to innovate and move into something new and beautiful. Wow, you got the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you just gotta trust that if you make the decision and the transformation for what's best for you and what's gonna, let you go after what you want to go after and innovate, and make sure that the people in your life are on that page too. Like, I think there's really good fortune. Like, you just have to be willing to take the risk to maybe make the hard decision, which would be spinning this wheel. And I love that it has all the fixed signs on the Wheel of Fortune, because you have a lot in your succedent houses, and you don't want to obsess or be scared of the fortune you can have, because I think that the risk is important. And sometimes it's a risk to to detach. It's a risk to disconnect because you don't know what's on the other side. But no risk, no reward. And I think that you deserve the reward, Cancer. So I will see you next time. And I hope you have a beautiful week. I love you all very much.